welcome to the Transition to Changes Mission Podcast Show with your host, King Summers.
And your host, Queen Summers. Good evening. I'm glad you all could join us this evening to hear our voice.
Yes, thank you for tuning in to the awesome Christmas Eve show, the show that's before Christmas Eve, the eve of the show. We sure thank y'all. We made this podcast show to reach out to the last minute shoppers, to the ones that's still sitting up wrapping presents, or even tomorrow as y'all wrapping presents and getting the last minute things done. Listen to Transition to Changes Mission Podcast Show at speakers.com.
And also to the ones that had to work, the ones that have to work, and the ones that have to work the day after Christmas. We are also thinking about you guys too. And we really hope that the sound of our voice lets you know that you are in our thoughts.
Yes, my people. That's what it's all about, being around your family, enjoying the holidays and the weather. So we made this topic here about Christmas Eve and things, activities that you can do. Again, we spoke upon this on our last show, Christmas, 5 days till Christmas, and we made this a live show.
That's right. And something very good happened yesterday, King. What was that?
That was my birthday, December the 22nd.
Yay! Did you enjoy your birthday?
Yes, ma'am. I sure did. I enjoyed you. Thank you for the gifts that you gave me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. And I really give a shout out to Princess Summers for giving me one of the memorable Christmas birthday gifts.
And congratulations to Princess Summers for her promotion from white belt to yellow belt. And Princess Summers is a very special child. At 4 years old, she was the valedictorian for her Tang Soo Do class, the only African American female in her class. So that was a very significant benefit for this week for our family. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes, it was one of the grateful things that I seen. I did not know that my daughter was going to get promoted to the yellow belt, but it was a great thing to be able to attend and be able to see a 4-year-old that was getting attached to the socialism of other people, but in a safe environment. That is one thing that we really did a lot of investigation on.
That's right. And I also encourage all the parents out there that's listening tonight to think about resolutions for the new year coming up for your children, because we all have been stuck in and around the house, and I feel like the children have the most been in the house. So needing something extra to do outside of school, their curriculums, household chores, the daily hustle and bustles, that they could really benefit from extracurricular activities next year. So I encourage you to do your research and find a great program for your child. Now, one of the things with kids being involved with extracurricular activities is that their participation will teach them real life skills like how to work as part of a team or a member of a group, how to manage their time and prioritize tasks, different ways to approach and solve problems, how to manage and lead others, delivering information to a group through public speaking or presentations, how to think analytically, and share and receive constructive criticism. All of these things are needed for your child to become a well-rounded adult.
And yes, my people, that is one avenue that we hope that we are inspiring to the guardians of any age, that they can find activities through this wonderful internet, and by reaching out to different activities that some don't even cost. You can sign your children up by emails or reach out to some organizations that have changed their creative ways of doing things and do an investigation to see if that can fit into your family. And then sign them up.
On December 28th, we will be putting a few organizations in and around the United States just to have a summary or a starting point for the parents who are interested in their children being involved in extracurricular activities.
Yes, yes, because we all need activities, even for the guardians that's in the house that's over the kids. Everybody being cooped up in one spot, especially if you have a small space or a big space, everything can get old. But as your mind turns, turn all those rooms, turn it into artwork of your mind. Find board games, you can find TV activities, games, all kind of things. They got virtual reality video games that you can participate with your kids. I think one of them was the Wii. I might be old school. I don't know what's the new game systems that they got out. But other than finding the violent games or anything like of that nature, find some participating games that you and your kids can be, and get them into the books. In fact, I might be promoting video games due to the modern days, but as always, a book can do better than anything towards a family.
That's right. And also, talk about your old New Year's resolutions, the ones you have done and the ones you haven't done yet. You can collaborate to write a common list of resolutions for all of you, everyone in the family. Use the previous topics to create an amazing list, including the new skills you want to acquire, new places you want to visit, new or old movies you want to watch, and new books you want to read. Having a list will make all the pieces come together, and executing the plan is easier this way.
Yes, that's what we're here for. And we pray that we have enjoyed y'all throughout this whole year, even with everybody accepting us with their open arms into the podcast show. We pray that you can keep the momentum going by sharing our podcast show, listen to all our shows, and follow us on speakers.com or all your Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. It's so many of them that we are on YouTube. We pray that you have enjoyed our voice, and with the holiday spirits of us doing things with the family of the world, we hope that you can share that.
Well, these Christmas Eve traditions, you just have to try. One of them is to cross-stitch some Christmas merriment while you're sitting in the house watching Lifetime or the Hallmark Channel Christmas movies. You can sit right wherever you sitting and cross-stitch like a little Christmas tree or something. And then, if you don't have your tree up just yet, you're one of those last minute wait until the actual Christmas Eve, instead of putting a tree up, try a 9-tree tree. With all the things you have in your house, how creative can you and your family get with the things that you have in your house and designing it as if it's a tree on your wall?
Yes. Or you can do the best thing.
And what is that, King?
Hello? 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 This is the North Pole. May I ask who's calling? Yes, this is Transition to Changes. Calling to speak with Santa Claus. Or Mrs. Claus. Well, Santa is kind of busy right now. I can leave a message, or if you like to speak to Mrs. Claus, I'll go get her.
This must be one of the elves.
I think so. I don't know.
Would you like to leave a message?
He said he was going to go get Mrs. Claus.
Oh, okay. Hello? This is Mrs. Claus. How can I help you?
Yes, transition changes down here in the North Carolina zone. We are here calling for the sponsorship of the Claus to share the love and do all the gifts, sponsoring from the transition changes to spread unconditional love to everybody. If y'all could do that, that would be great.
Yes, honey. I'm going to need you to speak up a little louder.
All right, is it cold up there?
Below zero.
Where's Santa Claus at?
He's in the back, getting ready with the gifts.
Oh, well, make sure if you can leave that message to Mr. Claus. We'll surely appreciate that.
I sure would. And your name was, sir?
King Summers.
Of the Transitional Changes Mission Podcast Show.
Thank you, thank you.
Happy holidays.
All right, we just made a call to the North Pole, to the kids out here. That is for real. Daddy Claus is getting the stuff ready, getting the sleigh ready, and all the Rudolph, but Rudolph and all the deers ready.
Yes, and I know if you're like us, we're still wrapping up gifts.
Now, you see that Transitional Changes got the telephone number. It's a secret number, my kids. But if you want to make in a last request, tell your parents, or you write us an email at tcmissionspeaks@gmail.com.
And we'll be more than happy to call up to the North Pole and let them know your requests.
Yes, and Transitional Changes put a special request out to you. And that we'll see in your stocking stuffer. Oh, man, it is a joyful time, and we appreciate everybody.
Yes.
And Christmas Eve is tomorrow. There is no going back in time, so make the best of it. Enjoy yourself. And if you haven't got anything, I heard that Walmart and all these stores got lines going around the corner. But be safe. Make sure you put a whole can or something to cover your whole head. Pick 3 gloves on.
Yes.
Put 5 masks on.
Stay safe.
And stay warm.
That's right.
And keep a low cash amount on you. Be very safe. Be in a lighted area. Get those gifts home and wrap them up the same as we finna do right now.
That's right. And give yourself a round of applause because we all have made it to December 23rd.
And don't forget, since today or even Christmas Eve, like we stated on all our other episodes, find new avenues of making this a creative Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. Record it. Pull out the camera. Take some pictures, video camera, everything, and pass it along for generations to see, because this was one remarkable year. 2020 is going down in the books, and especially in mine. But the one beautiful thing got to change. We are here. Transitional Changes Mission is here for the people.